Hi everyone. Today we are gonna work on a scenario which is subscription management. So I'm bringing you one this scenario to learn PowerShell, and we can achieve this scenario through multiple ways in cost-effective and in a more faster approach through different services which Azure is providing. But I would like to achieve the whatever the scenario is expecting through PowerShell. So through PowerShell, how am I able to accomplish the current scenario is what we're going to look at. And let's jump into what does the scenario is trying to say about. So there is a different when we talk about Azure as a cloud service CSP in our organization, we are end of the day hosting creating the services in subscription. Then the subscription management will be of different things entirely, different administrative tasks in terms of managing the cost, in terms of having the governance in place, in terms of security, and in terms of managing the infrastructure and all that. So here this mostly lies in the operations sections in the DevOps process. So the operations teams primarily work on the subscription management. And yes, PowerShell is mostly widely used for managing the uh, operations front and all. So here I specifically brought few conditions in terms of managing subscription management, but don't assume that this is what is subscription management. It's more than what I'm just showing. I think I'm showing just 1% of what a subscription management ask would be. So let's assume that in this example that I have a subscription and there are two users who are trying to daily log in into the subscription and utilize Azure services for completing their works. And one type of user is junior, and the other type of user is a senior. And the juniors are mostly the freshers who come and try to access the subscription to actually do their POCs and all that. Uh, Whereas in terms of seniors, they might work on the project development side, or they might even develop project POCs. So to do that, they need to have access to that subscriptions. So here, organization wants juniors, who this users, whoever are trying to log in into subscription, they should be having only access to subscriptions between 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And whereas for the senior resources, they should have the access from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So this is one of the requirement in the scenario. And the next requirements, when the users are utilizing the resources and everything, uh, whenever the users are trying to create any resources or provision the resources, they have to have a tag with the key name as user type, and the allowed value should be junior or senior. So if there is no tag of user type, or there is no value of junior or senior, then automatically uh, if you have to append a junior value to the user type tag to that resource. If there is no one, you have to, if there is no tag, then you have to go and assign that. And the next one is virtual machines created should be created only in allowed regions. So either the virtual machine should be in Central India or West India or South India. If they are not in either of these locations, then we'll go ahead and delete them. And the other condition is virtual machine should be created with a specific family size. So when we are creating a virtual machines, they should be of a specific family size. If they are not of a specific size, we will automatically resize them to lowest approved family size. Let's keep it this way. So we already have whichever machines are there, we are trying to delete them. So I wanted to bring a new type of functionality and all that. See, we can achieve these scenarios through Azure policies, through Terraform or alerts and all that. Uh, but I would like to do this using PowerShell, and that's what I mentioned. So we can actually perform different ways to achieve these conditions, and but just to learn how the PowerShell we can write PowerShell scripts based on the requirements and everything we are trying to do. So few scenarios, yes, few tasks in that should be done through PowerShell only, but the rest of to reduce the billing and all that, we can find some different process to achieve it. We will look at that in further more videos when I try to come up with that particular service, Azure policy or Azure alerts and all that. But as of now, let's jump to the next condition. And all resources created by juniors. So whenever the juniors are creating the resources by evening 7:30 p.m., they should be deleted. All the virtual machines created by seniors uh, should be switched off by 9:30 p.m. and should be switched on back by 8:30 a.m. So this is the conditions which the organization is having in terms of subscription management. When we have few more services, we will definitely have few more conditions and all that. But as of now, I'm just taking for this example mostly primarily virtual machine as the context. So if you have any other things, can post down that in comments, and I'll try to bring add them in the subscription management playlist, and we can actually try working on developing scripts for that. Thank you. So stay tuned. We will be further. I'll be making PowerShell videos on this achieving this each of these conditions. Thank you.